Are you fed up with working hard to earn your first $100,000? It's not just you. Many entrepreneurs, business owners, and investors find that reaching this point is one of the hardest points of building wealth. Even Charlie Munger, a billionaire investor and Warren Buffett's right-hand man, has similar views. He said, getting your first 100,000 is the hardest part of getting rich. Why saving and investing your first 100,000 is the most difficult. Number 1, taking the first step is difficult. It may feel like climbing a mountain to reach your first $100,000 in wealth creation, but the truth is, it all starts with that first step. Whether you're just beginning your financial adventure or are on your way to building wealth, the first step is often the most difficult. Still, it's the most important. After all, you can't finish something if you don't start it. Reaching the first $100,000 might seem complicated because it requires you to begin investing. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that $100,000 is a large objective and feel stressed. But keep in mind that no mountain can be climbed without taking the first, second, and third steps. That's where faith enters in. When you feel you can accomplish anything, it suddenly becomes possible. No wonder Henry Ford was on point when he said, "Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right." Things pick up speed after you start creating and rolling a snowball. You must create a business strategy that includes how much money you need to save and invest. So get to work and climb the mountain to your first $100,000. Number 2, it requires you to change and step out of your comfort zone. Change can be challenging for many of us because we often cling to the familiar and resist stepping outside of our comfort zone. However, if you do not accept change, you'll be stuck with what you've always had. Consider this. If you continue to do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. And for some, such as those who live paycheck to paycheck, have no savings or investments, or are in a high-debt scenario, $100,000 may seem out of reach. You may need to adjust your attitude and mindset to reach this financial goal. So the question is, what more do you want? The comfort of what you already have, or that first $100,000? Also, you must be desperate for the $100,000. You have to desire it so severely that you're willing to change your life and everything you've known completely. Besides, the only constant in life is change. So instead of fighting it, accept it. To do this, you have to make many changes in your life, like saving and investing a big chunk of your income and looking at the stock market as a way to get richer. But remember that the ultimate result is worthwhile, and the joy of reaching that first $100,000 is well worth the effort. Number 3, compounding doesn't work until you have $100,000. Do you know compounding does not kick in until that milestone is reached? Yeah, it's true. Compounding is a strong force in investing, but you need a lot of money to make a big difference in your wealth. Compounding $5,000 at the market average annual rate will not result in $100,000 for more than 30 years. Are you willing to wait that long? The first $100,000 demands that you put in the effort and save considerable earnings. This could lead to some awkward questions about your lifestyle, what you're buying, and how you prioritize things. But remember that compounding won't help you much if you only have a small amount of money. Consider this scenario. $100,000 compounded at a market average of 10% each year for 20 years equals about $675,000. It's like making a snowball. You must gather the snow and work hard to pile it all up, shape it into something, and start it rolling down a hill. However, the larger the snowball becomes and faster it begins to roll, the less effort you will have to put into it. You won't even have to push at some point. It'll transform into the beast that grows and rolls faster at a rate you could never achieve. No wonder Albert Einstein referred to compound interest as the world's eighth wonder. According to Charlie Munger, after you get $100,000, you may take your foot off the accelerator. This is because compounding might start to work its magic. So the first $100,000 might be a big deal, but it's also the start of a powerful journey towards building wealth. How to save your first $100,000. Number 1, the right mindset. Saving your first $100,000 takes determination and the appropriate mindset. You'll need a plan and a budget to accomplish this aim. Focus on your goal and recognize that tiny sacrifices can add up. Cutting back on your daily Starbucks habit or utilizing public transportation instead of driving a few days a week can save you a significant amount of money that you can put towards your $100,000 target. Remember that reaching the first $100,000 is a long-term goal requiring little sacrifice, but the result will be well worth it. Number 2, keep costs low. How can you keep your costs low? Well, for starters, cook more meals at home instead of dining out. Ditch the car for short trips and walk instead. And forget expensive days out. Take your kids to the park or zoo for free fun. Buying groceries in bulk can save you money, and give up costly habits like smoking. Instead of buying a fancy house, opt for a more affordable option. And remember to be energy conscious. Recycle and reuse items and use alternative energy to light your home. These small changes can make a big difference in reaching your goal. Number 3, generate additional income. You can earn extra money using your skills and talents, such as sewing, crafting, or teaching. Tutor children, sell crafts at a weekend market, or look for freelance work. Don't let your skills go to waste. Use your free time to generate extra money and contribute it to your savings goal. You can easily attain your $100,000 goal with a little bit of imagination and hard effort. Number 4, create short-term saving goals. Make short-term saving objectives that divide the overall goal into digestible portions. Setting aside tiny daily changes for your child's college fund, for example, or saving $1,000 every month for 6 years. This not only keeps you on target, but also offers you a sense of achievement as you complete each short-term goal. It can also help you prioritize and make compromises, such as forgoing that new BMW, to attain your $100,000 target. That's all, guys. Reaching the $100,000 target requires dedication, sacrifice, and strategy. Whether you're just getting started or have been working towards your goal for some time, remember that the key to success is to start small, set short-term goals, and stay focused. What difficulties did you face while attempting to earn your first $100,000? What wealth-building tactics work best for you? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you like this video, please subscribe to The Growth Mindset, and let's build a brighter future together. Thank you for tuning in.